in this lesson, you're going to learn how to apply the distributive property to simplify expressions. So in this problem, you have the quantity x minus 8, and you're going to multiply it times 5. Whenever you have parentheses and a number next to each other, that means times. So you're going to end up multiplying the 5 to the x and the 5 to the minus 8. So whenever you multiply that, 5 times x gives you 5x, and the 5 times negative 8 gives you negative 40. And that's all you can do because those two are not like terms. So this would be your answer. Okay, so not all the problems are going to be that simple. Sometimes you have more than a few steps. In this problem, you have a plus 6 outside the parentheses. So you're not going to multiply that with the a. The a, you're only going to multiply the a to everything that's inside the parentheses. So you're going to multiply the a times the a and the a times the 4, anything that's inside that quantity. So when you multiply a times a, gives you a squared. The a times the 4 gives you plus 4a, and then you bring down the plus 6. So you cannot add any of those because none of those are like terms, and this would be your answer. So now we have another problem where you have more terms inside the parentheses. Well, you still have to multiply the 6 to everything that's inside the parentheses. So you're going to multiply the 6 times the 4, the 6 times the 12, and the 6 times the negative 8. So you're going to multiply the 6 times the 4, and you get 24x. You multiply the 6 times the 12y, and you get plus 72y. And you multiply the 6 times the 8, you get negative 48y. And here you have two like terms, which is the 72y and the 48y. So you're going to combine those two because they're like terms. So the 24x, you just bring it down. And then when you combine those two, you have to subtract them because they have different um, signs. So when you subtract those two, you're going to get 4, 6, 24y. So this will be your answer right here. So now we have another problem. So here you have to multiply the 4 times the 3c and the 4 times the 4d. You have to do that first before you can do anything else. So the the 5c and the 8d, you just bring it down for right now. You cannot do anything with that because we first have to do this through property. So negative 4 times 3c gives you negative 12c. And then negative 4 times negative 4d gives you negative 16d. I mean positive, because negative times negative is positive. So always make sure to not ignore the signs. For example, negative times negative is positive. Okay, now you have like terms. You have the 5c and you have 8d and 16d. So you're going to combine those two. So when you combine the 5c and the negative 12c, it gives you negative 7c because you keep the sign of the bigger absolute value. And then you combine the 8d and the 16d, you're going to add because they're both positive. So you're going to get 24d. And that's all you can do here. This will be your final answer. You cannot add those because they're not like terms. Okay, so you have this other problem where you have to do this your property two times because you have two sets of parentheses. So you're going to multiply the 8 to the negative 5x and to the 3 only to that quantity because the 8 is right outside that parenthesis. And you're going to multiply 1 because it's an imaginary 1 right here to the 2x and to the negative 4. That negative 1 it's not gonna show, but you can put it in there because it's imaginary. So after you multiply 8 times negative 5x, you get negative 40x. And then 8 times 3 is 24. And then negative 1 times 2 gives you negative 2x. And negative 1 times negative 4 will be positive 4 because negative times negative is positive. So now you have like terms. You can combine the negative 40x and the negative 2x. And you can also combine the 24 and the 4. So you can combine those right there. So you're going to get, when you add the x's, you're going to get negative 42x. And when you add the 24 and the 4, it gives you positive 28. So this would be your final answer. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.